Hey, I was just in Portland, Oregon, and I found a few fun things to share. First, I went to Pal's Books, and I was at the checkout line, and they asked me, "Hey, do you need a bag?" And I said, "No, but I need the sticker." And they said, "Oh, that's free." I was very, really happy to hear about that. So I grabbed this lovely sticker from Pal's Books, and they also had these lovely bookmarks. So it seemed like they had a lot of themes that I was really interested in just right there, and I was able to get a couple nice ephemera pieces for free from Pals. Then we were walking around and we ran into a new store called Cognitive Surplus. I knew about this brand. They're kind of like Cavallini. They've got lots of notebooks, stationery, pen cases, that kind of thing, tote bags. And they have a lot of natural themed prints that really resonate with the vintage nature aesthetic in junk journaling. So I went in there and I was really excited by a lot of things I saw. Let me start with some of the stickers. I picked up this roll of washi. So I already knew this brand. I'd never been into a physical store before, but I already have some of their washi here. So you've got this roll of fish and a roll of eggs. And so I picked up this one roll of mushrooms here. And as you can see, the eggs show up. They use the same motifs in a lot of their different product lines. So we also got a bunch of stickers. So I guess my whole family wanted to pick up a few stickers, and I thought it was a really nice touch that they put them in this little envelope with a little bit of washi to keep it closed. And so let's see what the family got. We've got pie, a virus. My husband found this white peacock sticker just for me. And this one is serotonin. So my whole nerdy family got something fun from that store. And they had a couple fun notebooks here. I picked up this really cute little one. It's got bugs and butterflies. But I was actually on my way out when I saw this, and I had to go back and make another order because the way that the colors were matching with the sprayed edges and the elastic band really caught my eye, and I really wanted to get one of these. And it's a really nice size, so I think I'll be able to use this. Even though I might have some challenges with the papers for my particular uses, this is really cute, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use this in my, carrying it around in a pocket or a purse. So here's the egg notebook, and they have a lot of nice details on these notebooks. They've got the rounded edges, corners, and then they've got, a bit of a fun print on the inside. Their notebooks come in lined dot grid, and I think they have some blank ones. Then they also have a couple specialty ones in addition to that. So we can see here that they helpfully tell us that there's 112 pages and 81 GSM. The weight of the paper is pretty useful information when you have, you're using specialty implements on it. So love this print. Clearly I like the eggs, so these two were nice. This was a nice find. And then I picked up this. This is more of a sketchbook. It's a hardcover. It's also got the rounded edges. And this one is blank on the inside. Comes with one of these ribbons. Has some nice interior print elements in here. And here we can see that this one is 160 pages and 128 GSM. So the weight of the paper is about 50% more than on the others. And then to just have a look at this, the graphics on the outside here, rivers and mountains of the world. So you got the mountains, you got the rivers, lots of detail in here to really be able to delve into and to enjoy. And I think that, you know, I saw that this print came in on mugs and tote bags and some other things. So I might end up picking up something else with this pattern on it, because I just really like these this combination of graphics and colors. So my challenge here with the paper is that since I use fountain pens, there's high water content in fountain pen ink. And so not all papers react very well to fountain pens. So in talking to the person there, it sounds like this sketchbook paper tends to be, I mean, it's not mixed media paper, it's sketching paper, but it's still, as you can see from the GSMs, definitely thicker than these other two papers. And these two are using the same papers. But usually if they don't specifically say that it's fountain pen friendly, it tends not to be great for fountain pens, but it might be good enough that we could use it. So I thought I would do a quick test here and see how this paper will do with my fountain pens. So I've got a variety of thicknesses here, and it may give me an indication of which ones, what my uses could be for these. So this one is a Japanese fine. And so what I'm looking for here is if the ink gets fuzzy, and if we can see the ink on the other side, that gives us an indication of how well the paper will be able to hold up to all the water that comes out of fountain pen. So this one here is a European extra fine. So the European nibs tend to be a bit wider than the Japanese nibs. So the thinner the nib, the less water is going down, and so the more papers you'll be able to use on it. And then this one is going to be a much broader nib, 1.9 millimeters to be exact. So that puts down a lot more ink. And this one is going to be more of a probably worst case scenario with a, what are we calling this? 912 Falcon nib. So this one is a flex nib that has the opportunity to put down a whole lot of ink, and comes down to a very fine point. So let's see how we do when we're looking on the other side here. This paper, not that bad. So from what I can see here, there's a couple dots. Here, you know, we're clearly not going to be using that pen, and I don't use it that often anyway, so it makes sense not to use it in this case. But in these cases, if I just write on one side, I think I'd be okay, because there's a couple of points where the ink breaks through to the other side, but it's not too bad. And it's still legible. I think that often I'm carrying around something like this with a pretty fine point in order to take quick notes. And I could actually use it for this purpose. So this one would be perfectly fine for my purposes in a purse, in a pocket. This one, it's using the same paper. I might be able to use it using, you know, all the pens except for the worst case scenario here. But I would really want to be one-sided, because it would be pretty distracting to try to be writing on the same side where you're seeing all these pin pricks of ink coming through to the other side. But overall, not too bad. I think I'd be able to use that. And let's have a look at this one here. This is going to be the sketchbook. And I think that, I mean, it could be that it's better. It might not be. Kind of depends on what the surface of these this paper is. So let's try these again. Here's the Prefante. Here's a Lamy. This one is another Lamy. with kind of like my more preferred kind of nib that has this wide stub or italic where one side is much thicker than the other. And then we have the flex pen that is really a special use and not as commonly used for my day-to-day uses. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Let's see what happens on the other side. All right. Well, that is actually pretty good here. So I'm not really seeing any of the ink coming through. I might see a bit of a shadow in a couple spots, which is what we call ghosting, but overall pretty good. I just have to, you know, let it dry a little bit before I, you know, completely ruin that side. Or maybe I'll just use this other side for this other experiment that I wanted to do. So I picked up a couple of these really fun water-soluble graphite sticks, and I wanted to give these a try. I'd had some ideas about doing something with like a graphite look in watercolor, but I only recently came across this product that kind of made my vision more of a reality. So this is coming in 3 different grades of blackness. We've got 2B, 6B, and 9B. And so let's have a look and see how these do on this paper. 2B. And then this one, it is, yep, I think this is the 6B. Oh, much smoother. And then let's go with the 9B. So definitely, I think I'm seeing the different levels of darkness here. The 2B seems to be much lighter than these other two. And let me see if I can get my little water brush here to just give a touch of water and see what happens. So this sketchbook paper, it's not watercolor paper, so we don't want to put down a whole lot of water. We don't want to abuse it that much, but just wanted to see what this is going to be like. Wow. Okay. All right. This looks like a lot of, oh, wow. Look how dark that is. Okay. That is a lot of fun. I am really excited about this. I think that I'm going to be able to use this paper seems to be doing okay. It's not buckling significantly at this point with that amount of, you know, light wash I'm adding there. So I think that I'll be able to use this for sketching and light play with in a watercolor style, and also be able to use this for my fountain pen use. So this could theoretically become a future everyday notebook for me if I wanted to use fountain pens in here. I don't think this one, this series comes in dot grid, but I would have a look and see what other options they have for this kind of paper, which I think is doing pretty good. So I really appreciate this brand, Cognitive Surplus. It's got all of these different kinds of graphics that really speak to me. They really care a lot about the attention to detail here. And they also have a couple other products that are really fun. I saw that they had some notebooks that had the green engineering paper on the inside, which would be a really nice gift for, you know, any engineering friends out there. And saw some notebooks that had like inside black paper or craft paper. So lots of different fun things there, as well as other things like pencil cases and mugs and water bottles and whatnot. So really was happy to have stumbled across that store, and glad I was able to support a local Oregon company. So hope this information was useful, and let me know if you want to see more or learn more about some of these other things that I've been playing with here. Thanks.